this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out, making his third Super Bowl appearance. He was in 48 and 49. Now he's in 51. It's Russell Wilson.
So help me out with the math here. Is that 3 in 4 years?
Not too shabby for Mr. Wilson, is it?
Not at all. And this is a guy that continues to get better at his craft and really is just a tremendous leader. Players want to play hard for him and perform, and he brings up their level as well as his own.
Now Wilson on second down. Drops it underneath for Walls. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it's good enough for a Seattle first. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. On second down, Rawls. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now Wilson on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Seattle first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. That'll bring up second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson, 26 yards. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
Here's Percy Harvin now on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go!
On second down, it's McCoy. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Bills call on the punt unit and Colton Schmidt.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Thomas. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Wilson going to give the rolls. Shreds the tackle. Room here to run. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas rolls. 64 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded at the 8. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On second down, here's Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Returnable for Thomas. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They go again with Rawls. Oh, nice move. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Taylor will throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Carpenter knocks it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
Return team. Automatic first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. On second down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiple.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it and take the ball. resulted. They come out here in the I. Here's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And now it's second and goal. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Third and 2, now Wilson. That's caught at the 1. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a while.
Oh, you looked it up? Yeah. You got it for this? Yeah, here's the countdown. Yeah, no. Let me see how far from the practice.
Receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to you.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. In the lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. In motion, the tight end. They stay on the ground, rolls again. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I'm going to tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's Taylor. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Now Taylor. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. 38.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Left side here, caught by Clay. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And quickly they get to the line. Wilson again to Rolls. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Here's Wilson to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it a 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Deep drop. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, here's Wilson. Complete, Richardson has it. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. So we have...
Do you seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that?